Hello, how are you? My name is Romel. I am a healer, and you want to call it a Reiki healer, but that's just a label. I don't mean that in a bad way. It's just, you know. Anyways, I receive energy from God, from divine, however you choose to call it. I feel the energies all around me, and I see the energies. I'm here to do a some healing, um, just a little quick healing, but I'll also do some oracle cards. And I'll do the oracle cards with the intention of message for the week, for this week. So really, whenever I put this out, I intend for that to, for this week, but really, as usual, lots of these readings are timeless, and I have done it, I've seen it plenty of times that if you go through readings of some sort, they kind of, it's impressive how you come across something from months ago or a year or two ago, and they coincide with whatever may be happening in your life. Of course, as they say, take that with a grain of salt, because there, you know, there's perhaps however many people may be listening and, or watching. But I put the intention that for the messages to come through for the people that are coming across this. So anyhow, first of all, yes, the whole energy thing for me, I am a sorry for this week. I'm a healer, and I feel the energies, and I would like to really bring up a big topic just for a second while I shuffle of as they say, being empowered of your own energy, I believe, but basically being aware of your energy and the people around you, because sometimes other people take our energies and our, I guess more than anything else, our energy. And, we have to be aware of being able to spend time with people who coincide with us. It's perhaps even goes without saying, maybe, but for most people. But the reason I bring it up is because I have been going through some tough time here recently. And truth is, other people's energies have really affected me. And I don't mean that in a either way negative situation or positive. The fact is, both can do the same. Um, so, we have to be aware of who we are around, and in either way, that even if it is positive people, positive people can still drain you of your energies, and depending on what's going on in each person's life, of course, that can drain you, perhaps in a negative way, if it takes your energy away from something that you could be doing or should be doing. So I think we all need to be a little more careful with our energies, we put our energies, and just simple as that. Just not let people overtake our lives with um, them taking our energies. So anyhow, um, so anytime I do healing, I do it. I pray to God, angels, and God. I do believe of us being surrounded by angels, God's helpers, all the time, and I do ask the healing angels to surround me and surround the person that I'm doing healing on, and I trust that that healing energy is going where it should go in that person's body. I never um, try to impose that energy to go in a particular spot in anybody's body, because I do trust and believe that it will go to the spot in the area that needs helping, healing. And I also do believe that we have certain ailments, certain situations, just like everything that happens in our lives. Sometimes there's plenty of things that are hard to explain and not easy to explain. And they're here for a reason, right? I mean, just we're here to learn lessons, even the hard ones and the joyful ones and good ones as well. I mean, there's still either way lessons. So I think all we could do is enjoy the enjoy life, smile, and do the best that we can. Um, I'm bring up something right quick that I'm a truck driver, part-time truck driver, right? So I do more healing. Anyways, when you're out there day in and day out, it's crazy to see how much craziness there is out there. It's a big world. It's a lot of people, and everybody's out there doing their own thing. But sometimes it's crazy to see the kind of stuff that you come across out there when you're out there constantly in a truck or in a car, whatever. All the things, all the people that we are surrounded by, and I don't believe everybody that cuts us off is a bad person or everything that happens out there is because that person is a bad person. Just I think we all get caught up in a moment, and especially when you're stuck in traffic or you want to get out of traffic and that sort of stuff. But um, you know, either way, it's just part of life. But I do wish more of us would think a little more about some of the decisions we make out there when we just day to day, just be more joyful, share kindness, you know, uh, yeah, kindness. We should share more kindness. We have shared COVID-19. That's for sure. We have, unfortunately, that's one of those things that lots of people have had to personally deal with, and it's just kind of becoming part of life, or has become part of life. And, by now, when I'm at least now that when I'm filming this, lots and lots of people are getting their vaccination. Has become part of our lives. So just like the flu, just like anything else that we have had to deal with in the past, it is what it is. So I think we just take it for what it is at that particular moment and move forward. But anyhow, all right. So pretty much almost done shuffling. Got one more. Um, I like shuffling here right now. I don't know, I mean, some people, everybody does their thing. That's fine. Whichever other readers, however they choose to do it. Some people choose to shuffle, pre-shuffle as they call it, or whatever. But I like doing it right here, right now. This particular deck is a little different. Doesn't shuffle right for me, so I like just doing it this way for this one. But anyhow. Pretty much all these cards that I have right here with me for the moment are all oracle cards. So anyhow, all right. All right. Some of them I may have to read because I don't know what they all really necessarily say. But okay, here's the first one that I came. This one is the Starseed Oracle, and it can look kind of little. It's so unique, that gold over her eyes and her mouth. Double mission, light worker, star seed. Serve the world by being you. It's beautiful. It's very beautiful. I think we've all been called to more and more to serve in one way or another, to serve the world, to serve everybody else in every way possible that we can. The truth is, everybody serves in one way or another. Not everybody may think of it that way, but either way, I think just each of us need to do our part, of course, I guess if I can say that, but kindness, let's serve with kindness, because Sometimes even when you go into a store and somebody's in a bad mood and cranky and stuff, So I think we all could just use more kindness when we're out there. Um, I always like looking at the bottom of the deck. So I shuffle and I believe in the bottom of the deck being another message there. So this one, activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you live. Let me see. Can you see that? It's beautiful. You know, um, activated earth. A few weeks ago, again, here at least when I'm putting this out is April, beginning of April, and April 2021, and we have been in the middle of this whole COVID thing. A few weeks ago, there was this different energy in the whole. It seemed like everywhere that I went, but it seemed like it just, I'm out there day in and day out. So it's not just that I'm inside all the time or anything like that. I'm outside all the time. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, there was this different energy in the air. So I think this whole COVID thing eventually, little by little, is going away. But it's not, maybe it's not just so much COVID, but the energy in the air and the earth has really shifted. Um, I don't always keep up with all that astrological stuff and everything else. Um, and perhaps I should, but there's a big shift. There has been really a big shift on the earth, and it's really made a big difference. But anyhow, so this one, if you believe, so that is beautiful. I believe, I would say that, this one's about questions, about asking a question. Perhaps I could have said, do you have a question? But I think, to me, this one would say that if you believe, anything is possible. Anything is possible. It's hard to believe at times. I have been through a lot, and there were times where I am now in life. If you would have asked me this, that I would be where I am a certain amount of years ago, I would have said no, no, no way, no way to all the changes that have happened in my life. So I would say that, it, we need to believe in ourselves, definitely believe in God. I believe in God. I mean, everybody wants to call it whatever they choose to call it. Some people don't want to call it God, divine source, whatever it is. To me, is God, and it is divine source. And I see the light and I feel the light and the energy. So, but whatever you put your mind to, as corny as it may sound, the truth of the matter is that um, most of us aren't magicians that we can say, oh, I want $1,000 right here, right now. But the truth of the matter is that something may not change overnight for you. But if you're in a bad situation, if you're in a situation where it seems like you won't be able to get out of it, if you believe inside of you, envision that in your future, whatever it is that you want to envision that. Again, it may not be overnight. And for some reason, for some things, it may be overnight. But some things may not be, but we have to believe that we can make a difference, that we can make a change in our own lives. And I think that I think that will make a big difference. Okay, so bottom of the deck, right? I said I like reading the bottom of the deck. So this one says on the bottom of the deck, I think it kind of goes hand in hand with the if you believe, whatever you may believe in within the next few months. That's funny. I think it kind of go hand in hand with that. Um, if you believe it can happen for you within the next few months, how about that, right? Yeah, I think life is beautiful, and we forget to perhaps thank God every day and smile. I try to every morning when I get up, thank God for everything that's happened in my life. It's happened for a reason, and it has been lessons. And you know what? If you don't smile and thank Him for it, you may not be accepting the lesson. Uh, at least that's my belief. That's just only my belief. So don't teaching and learning for somebody out there. Yeah, could be for me. I'm teaching you. I'm learning you. Come on. Teaching and learning. Or, um, keep an open mind and learn new ideas. Then teach these ideas to others. It's very powerful, this card. I don't know how to explain this to you if you don't feel the energies. But right now, this card, it's it's ridiculous for me to even try because life is life, and things are what they are. But um, this card has so much energy right now that it almost feels like it can flow, that it can, I don't know, it's just very powerful. So teaching, I think first of all, teachers are awesome. They have helped us a lot, right, in schools. But there's a lot of teaching that a lot of us can do to, whether if it's kids, other people around us, help them with anything possible and anything that they need help with. I think a lot of times we can help people more than we realize, not necessarily monetary wise, but just giving somebody an idea, giving somebody a little push to make a change in their lives. And that is teaching and us learning from them as well. And even as we learn, of course, we teach more to somebody else. So that's definitely a very, very powerful card. And I think we all need to do a little more learning and teaching. And at the bottom of this deck, look at that. Like that just goes to me, spread your wings. That just goes so much with the teaching and learning, right? I love it. I think it's cool. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you are ready to soar. Uh, yeah, these two definitely go hand in hand. So whatever it is that you can do, make changes in your life to teach and learn or learn and teach, and don't be afraid to spread your wings and put yourself out there in whatever that may be, not just spiritual, but whatever your job is, whatever your situation is, you can probably help people more than you realize you can. I guess that even goes for me, right? Grief work. This, um, you know, we all grieve certain things for whatever reason. I mean, whether if it's minor um, or big, whatever the situation may be for a person. Um, lost a book for this. Anyways, grief work. I think whatever you may be going through, and everybody definitely has a different situation, right? Um, your grief is your grief, and I think however you deal with it is okay, in whatever works for you. But I think I'll tell you this, if you haven't heard it yet, probably have, but set yourself some time for whatever grief you may be going through, because we cannot sit in that state of mind, in that energy over and over and over. Whether if it's, I mean, whatever works for you, if you are grieving something for some reason, but you cannot just stay in that state of mind for, I don't know, weeks, months. I mean, it's fine, whatever works for you. But at the same time, you have to set yourself limits, just like anything that we go through in life. You all have to have limits of some sort in boundaries, right? So the same way, try to set yourself a certain amount of time to grieve, whatever your situation may be, and move forward. Because I think our ancestors, our loved ones that are on the other side, they don't want us to be stuck in a situation where we are grieving over and over and over. It's just not good for us. We have to move forward. So on the bottom of that deck is self-care. Yeah, come on, you can do it. You can do it. Yep. Self-care. So beautiful butterfly. It definitely can go, with the grieving as well. Self-care, whatever the situation is, you have to take care of yourself. Sometimes there people are out there to help you, but if you're not ready to take care of yourself and get out of that situation, you may not do it. And so even if well, I guess what I mean is even if somebody else is trying to push you, you may not get to that situation. So grieve if you're grieving for whatever reason, and you have to take care of yourself and move forward. A personal issue reaches resolution. Full moon in Cancer. That's what this one is right here. No, beautiful moon. Look at that. That is so awesome. I mean, I say a moon, but I guess it is. A personal issue reaches resolution. Just like anything. I mean, I think it's a cycle of life, right? Sometimes we feel like we can't get out of a certain situation, but something happens and it has to reach an end or a beginning. So something has to end, something has to start, right? So there's a new beginning for somebody, it's the end for somebody else. So either way, a personal issue reaches a resolution, whatever that may be for you, and conclusions are within reach. I love it when cards really more or less speak how they go. It's like they tell you a narrative of some sort, whatever it is that each of us are going through. I love how you could pull these cards and it's like a personal issue reaches a resolution and conclusions are within reach. So whatever issue it is, the conclusion will be coming soon. So, and this, at least, as I'm putting the intention that this be for a week, give or take. So whenever you're watching this, give or take, whatever your situation is, hopefully you'll come to some resolution within a week or so. This is what yeah, perfectionism. Publishing your creative project is fine, but don't allow perfectionism fear to result in procrastination. It's a beautiful card, whatever it is that whatever our endeavor is, even me. I have a friend that told me that unless you put yourself out there, unless you practice day in and day out, practice however much you can, you'll never reach that point, right? You still have to start somewhere. And we cannot hold ourselves back, expecting it to be perfect. Whatever I may be doing may not be perfect over here, but it is what I'm doing. and put it in message out there for somebody and healing energy. So even for yourself that's watching this, um, don't have to be perfect. There's no need to be perfect for any of us. None of us are perfect at anything, really. Not that I know. Come on, even athletes have their faults, even if they're perfect at whatever they're doing. And look at this. This one's at the bottom of the deck over here. I really love how these cards really speak to us because they really vulnerability. We don't need to be perfect and listen to your vulnerability as they contain wisdom and inspiration. And then pray for strength to focus on your priorities no matter what. So we may be vulnerable at times, but we don't have to be perfect at whatever it is that we are trying to accomplish. Trying it and doing it will get us much further than not doing anything at all. Thanks to my friend. That's better. My other card over here. Focus on the positive. You know what? A smile a day can keep the doctor away. A lot of things happen in our lives. And the fact of the matter is that we do need to try to focus more on the positive. Things happen all around us. And a lot of things can keep us in a negative state of mind. But if we don't try to focus on the positive, it may be hard for us to get to certain things that we want to get to in life. Abundance is your right. That's the bottom of this deck, of course. Focus on the positive, and abundance is your right. It's very awesome. Now, I did shuffle. I put shuffle. Oh my gosh, was not this talking about me liking shuffling? I shuffle these because the truth is, I don't feel like I'm that good with tarot decks. That's why I like oracles. But I love these cards. These are kind of like fun cards for me. Nightmare Before Christmas. And I will tell you what they are here in a second. S-U-C. And these are three major arcana cards that came out for this week. The Hangman, the Star, and the Sun. That is actually a very beautiful message right here, because the Hangman, of course, is somebody in this situation, he's just holding on right there. So, it's one of those where there's demons around him, if you want to call it that. But he's holding on. That's a hook right there. I don't know if you can see it. He's holding on there. So he can let go at any time. As plenty of people say about the Hangman, the normal tarot deck Hangman. He put himself there. There's demons around him, but he's hanging there. He's choosing to be there, right? But it's a bright side coming. The Star. Beautiful. He's look at that happy smile on the doggy. It's a star, just something mystic, something beautiful is coming. And the Sun. How about that? It's definitely, another one where you have to feel it. You have to enjoy life, and you will see the sun. You will come to the other side. And, we all go through a lot of grief, through a lot of things. But we have to move forward. And even when we put ourselves in these situations and we keep ourselves there, eventually we'll, mystically, better things will happen. and we'll always see the sun, right? There's always a sun. There's always a moon, and there's always a sun in the brighter side of everything. So, anyways, that's that for my cards. Now I'll do some healing for you. Um, Again, with the healing, I don't put intention for it to go to a particular spot in your body. Of course, you're watching this, so truthfully, whether if you choose to close your eyes and enjoy the energy, or you want to, just look, whatever it is. I mean, all I'm gonna do is put my hands up and ask God to bring that energy through me as it goes through my body, goes through my arms, and goes out my hands. If you've never felt this, for some reason, some people do, some people don't. I feel heat on my hands, on the palm of my hands, actually different parts of my body at different times, depending on what's happening around me. But that's all it is. You don't need to set an intention to try to make that energy go to a specific spot, because I believe and I've heard that, when you try to do that, we focus too much on that particular spot, and, just enjoy it as beautiful energy flowing through your body. If you can feel it good, just enjoy it as God and the angels to help that energy flow through your body and go where it needs to go. So, anyways, you can just relax and just feel that energy go through you, around you, surround you. I only ask God's energy to come through me, God's healing energy to come through my body and go through my hands and go to you, wherever you may be. You don't have to be near me, anywhere, wherever you are in the world, feeling this energy, it will come to you and it will flow through your body and it will go wherever it needs to go. Um, to me, it's kind of like meditation, at least when I do this. I inhale through my nose, exhale through my mouth. So I always put that intention to let anything that doesn't need to be in my body or somebody else's body to go out. I always think of everybody being grounded to earth, uh, for, to just send anything that's unnecessary to go into Mother Earth and, so to speak, recycle that energy. I believe that. That's how I feel it. I have felt the energy of earth, just as the energy of God, and I see it coming down into my crown chakra and going through my body. So, anyways, if you enjoy this, give me a like and subscribe. And thank you. Y'all be careful. Take care. Bye.